My freebie for Karneval is a glow-in-the-dark 3D printed headband of Joker Out's logo. I didn't have enough time to print enough for everyone who I'll speak with, so I do also have about 300 pics ready to be turned into necklaces if that's what you choose to do with them. That should be enough for everyone who I will speak with. Here's how I made the headbands though. The pics are simple enough. I first had the idea about a week before the Ptuj concert this year. I had only just gotten access to a 3D printer weeks before, and this was the most unhinged idea that I had come up with. I managed to create a 2-color design for a non-glowing one-piece headband within the week, and last minute print 2 of them. At some point later, I thought it'd be cool if the headband lit up, so for the concert I put fairy lights on mine and threw the other one on stage. Once I got back to the 3D printer, I immediately started working on a version that can glow with glow sticks. The very first version, just to see if the concept even works, was this block. It worked, so I kept working on it. Eventually I decided to split it in 2, after hours of research into which glow stick sizes even exist, testing multiple ways of attaching the 2 parts and where to split it, then creating tunnels for glow sticks, and after a few versions taking them away too. Then there were issues with bridging and making sure the complete layers actually work and look relatively nice. I had printed about 6 versions that I thought might work at that point each, and eventually started just printing only the pieces that needed testing. Half a thin face to fix the bridging settings, only the very bottom to test the connection, just the adjusted legs, and so on. I printed a version that I truly thought was the final version the day before Eurodisco, and put it together in Helsinki only to be met with disappointment, that the degree at which the legs are printed doesn't quite work. So after final adjustments, on the 29th of May, I finally had a working version. I immediately started printing as many as possible, while also coming up with an idea for another freebie, seeing as this takes around 6 hours of printing time total, and I only had a little over 2 weeks of around 8 hours of access to 3 printers a day. I then came up with the idea to also send the files over to my family in England, who also came to Slovenia, and they managed to around double the number of headbands that I was able to print, as they have 24 hours access to the printer, but the nozzle did break while printing, taking it out of order for a few days. I've now had to spend time in the car removing the supports out of them to make sure they're ready on time. Those who will get the headbands from me will also get QR codes inside to instructions on how to put it together. Assuming Joker Out have another big tour at some point, I hope to make a few adjustments and make an even better official V2. It's currently just a little bit heavy and I don't love the way it gets attached to the headband. I'd like it to be more stable, but I don't have concrete ideas yet. If there's any interest in the file for the 3D printer, I'm happy to share it, just let me know. So now you know what